the primary mistake in companies, and I've over the years, 46 to be exact, I've seen companies, and very few have an organized management system where it provides the control, the accountabilities, the planning, it builds the teamwork. And even talking to some companies that say they don't need it. The CEO will say, I don't need this. I can understand the numbers any way you give them to me. That's not the point of this program. The point of the program is for the people in the company, the leadership of the company, the people getting the job done at the desk, everyone to know what the goals, mission, vision, what we're trying to do as a company. And I would tell you that 50 to 60% of major companies don't have a common vehicle of control and accountability. Everyone wants to get up and do a good job. I don't think anyone gets up in the morning and wants to come to work and say, hey, I'm going to do a bad job today.
Right.
So starting with that, if you build an environment where people can reach their own goals and their own dreams, and you tie it into the corporate vision and mission, you got a powerful organization. And I'm amazed at how successful something so simple can be in a corporation. And I'm talking big corporation. I mean, certainly CNA and Prudential are large organizations, and yet you can still be done in a big company. And I've been told more than once, well, you can't put it in a big company. Yes, you can. Prudential is as big as they come. They're the biggest. They were the biggest life organization in the world. So it can work anywhere. And I focus on getting it throughout the organization, not with just the senior managers. You install it with senior managers, but you push it down in the organization to your branches. I can go to Hong Kong right now if I was still at Crawford and say, make a presentation. And they would come in and make a presentation in this vehicle, which means that you're educating people to your business in a standard way, a vehicle of communications. This program, this system that we put in place, demands that you have a monthly meeting. Everybody that reports directly to me gets 30 minutes to say, here's where I am, to what I said, where I would be, here's what's going right, here's what's going wrong, here's my key drivers, here, take a look at them in graphical format. And I'll get a presentation being made. It might be a little bit more complex from a CFO or somebody, and I'll turn in the room. I don't ask the question. I'll turn, and I'll say, Stone, did you understand what he said or she said? And, well, no. I said, well, you've got to ask questions. The reason you're in this room is to add strength to the team. If you don't even know what's being presented, you can't add strength to the team. At least understand it. So we do that in the initial phases, about 3 to 4 months. And then all of a sudden, I sit there. I don't have to ask questions. Every one of these senior people at that table are asking the right questions. I didn't understand what you said. Or this an issue I had 5 years ago in my prior job, and here's what happened. It's an amazing transformation if the CEO is clear about he wants us to work as a team. We build living plans. These plans are used every day. Most plans, and I would say most, I don't want to shortchange somebody, but I would tell you most plans that are made are put on the shelf and looked at maybe every quarter, every 6 months. This you have to use every 30 days. So the worst case scenario would be if you're behind in a project and IT didn't deliver something that helps you in your project in HR, you're going to know it in 30 days. In fact, you're going to talk before you get into the meeting, because you're not going to come into that meeting and embarrass somebody and say, well, I'm behind on my project because IT didn't deliver. It forces teamwork. What happens is, in my experience, 2 or 3 people on the senior team will come forward after about 3 to 4 months of this process. They don't want to work for you anymore. Why? Because they can't talk their way to results. You have to perform and execute. And the weaker performers will leave.
It'll weed them out.
The stronger ones love it because they can show and talk about what they can do for the organization.
There must be a philosophical construct here that says it's okay for the janitor to know the numbers.
It is. In fact,
say more about that.
I absolutely tell the people in the room, first off, we say invite a guest, one of your supervisors or managers to the room so they can see and understand how we run the company. But we also tell them and direct them to go out of that room and communicate to their division, and then the division people communicate to their branches, and the branches hold branch meetings. We want it after the day after the meeting to be communicated throughout the organization. And again, I've used it as a supervisor with a 6-person unit, and I've used it with 10,000 people.